shall wed thee in another king, with pomp, with triumph, and with reverence.
To marry her. Stay forth, Lysander. My gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voices, verses of feigning love. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, be it so before your grace she consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which is either unto this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, fair Hermia? Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
I would, my mother, look but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with her judgment look.
I do not know by what power I made so bold, but I beseech your grace to know the worst that would fall upon me if I refused to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Whether you yield not to your mother's will, you can endure the livery of a nun. Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, either upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your mother's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as she would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia. Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her mother's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry her?
Scornful Lysander. True, he hath my love, and what is mine, I run to her pin. And she is mine, and all of my estate, I do give her to Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, all about to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter Helena. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your mother's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up to a vow of death or single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love?
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, tea from the tempest in my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be veiled, too low.
or else miscraft in respect of years,
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged, too young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, how to choose love from another's eyes should stand as an edict in destiny.
A good persuasion, therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow on, a dowager, from Athens is her house, remote 7 leagues. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy mother's house tomorrow night, and there, in the wood, a league without the town, will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow where thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call me fair, you say? That fair again is unsay. Demetrius loves you fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are love stars, and your tongue is sweet air. More tunable than a lark to a shepherd's ear. Oh, teach me how you move, and with what arts. You sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, and he loves me.
Oh, if only my prayers with such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty without fault of mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you are my her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gatekeep we devised to steal.
And upon the wood where you and I, upon faint primrose beds wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of our counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes, seek new friends in stranger companies. Pray thou for us, sweet playfellow, and grant thee with thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight till tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
Oh, how happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so, and he will not know all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this, if I have thanks, it is a dear, dear expense to herein and enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again. Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name thought fit through all of Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on their wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats to, then name the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Ma'am, our play is the most lamentable comedy and the most horrible death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors, masters, spread yourselves.
Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? Pyramus. A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
Oh. That will require some true tears in the performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I must condole in some measure. Oh, name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
You shall take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight? Nay.
She is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith, let me not play woman. I have a beard coming.
That's our one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I will hide my face, and let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Pyramus, Pyramus, Thisbe, Thisbe, thy lady dear and lover dear.
No, no, no. You, Pyramus, and Flute, you, Thisbe.
No. Well, proceed.
Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You shall play Pyramus's mother. Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Yes, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug, the joiner. Here, you, the lion's part. And I think here is a play fitted.
Mother, yes, mother.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you if it be, give it to me. I'm slow of study.
No,
that will make the Duke say, "Let him roar again, let him roar again."
And you would do it too terribly that you would fright the ladies and the Duchess, and it were enough to hang us all!
Hang us all!
I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you toward any nightingale. I will roar you toward any sucking dove.
You shall play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet man, a most proper man, a most gentlemanly-like man that one might see in a summer's day. Therefore you needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you and desire you to come them by tomorrow night and meet me in a palace wood not a mile out the town, and there we shall rehearse.
We will meet, where we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At Duke's we meet!
Hold, or cut bowstring.
I must go seek a dewdrop here, and hang a pearl on every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou law of spirits. All be gone. Our queen and all elves come here anon.
The king that keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen that come within his sight. For Oberon is passing with fell and wrath. Because she, as her attendant hath, a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child. Knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy.
Either I mistake his shape and making quite, or you are that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frightens the maidens of the villagery? Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet Puck to do their work and give good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speak'st aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. But room, fairies, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, a rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But why art thou here? Come from the farthest step of India, but that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon? Your buskined mistress, your warrior love? To Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, or mead, to dance our revels in the whistling wind. But without brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the wind, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the seas contagious fogs, which falling on the land have made every pelting river so proud that they have overborne their continents. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter, the spring, the summer, the chiding autumn, angry winter. They have changed their wonted liveries, and the mazed world, by their increase, now knows not which is which, but the same progeny of evils comes not from our debate, but from our dissension.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air, often hath she gossiped by my side. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake, I do rear up her boy, and for her sake, I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our rounds and see the moonlight revel, go with us.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle puck, come hither. Fetch me that flower, that herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan consume a league.
I'll put a girdle about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it lion, bear, wolf, or bull, she shall pursue it with soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here?
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermina? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they had sown unto this wood. Now hence get thee gone and follow me no more.
You trog, you hard-hearted animal!
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I understand. And Demetrius, the more you fawn on me, you could beat me, use me but as you spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave. For worse or place can I be held, and yet as unworthy as I am, to be placed in deem of highest respect, than to be used as your dog.
Tempt not the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I look upon thee.
And I am sick when I look out onto you.
I'll run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wild is not such a heart as you.
Let me go. Do not flee, but I will do thee mischief. In the wood.
Aye, in the temples, towns, and fields, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal unto my sex. We were not made to fight for love as men we do. We were made to be wooed and not made to woo. Oh, I will volley upon heaven and hell to die from the hands I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania, some time of night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes, and to make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know him by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And meet me thou here again ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Come now, a fairy song. Dance we now asleep.
Hence away, now all is well.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love, and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair Hermia, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander, for find you out of bed, for upon this bank I will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit. So then but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchange with an oath. So then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much be sure my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say that Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off with your modesty. Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid.
Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all this rest.
With half a wisher's eye do press.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian
No, no. I'm as ugly as a bear. For beasts who see me run away in fear. But who's here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead! Or asleep? I see no blood. No wounds. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent, Helena, nature shows hard, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where's Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word, is that vile name to perish on my sword?
Oh, say not so, Lysander. Say not so. What for your Hermia? Lord, what though? If Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. Those tedious minutes I with her spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, for who would not change a raven for a dove? The will of a man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
When at your hands was this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? 'Tis not enough, young man, that I never did, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But you must fly my insufficiency? Good troth you do, good suit. But fare you well, for I must confess, I thought to a Lord approach your death.
She sees not Hermia, Hermia sleep thou there, and never may thou come Lysander near. For as a serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing my stomach brings. So thou my serpent and my heresy, of all be hated but the most of me. And all my powers are just your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Ay me, for what a dream was here. Lysander, look, how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and he sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Lysander? Removed? Gone? No word? No sound? Alas, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of our loves. No? Then I perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find. Lysander? Lysander?
Are we all met? Pat, here is a marvelous, wonderful place for our rehearsal. Peter Quince, what sayest thou, bully bottom? There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire, lady, a parlous fear. I believe we must leave the killing out and all.
Ah, not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we do no harm with our swords. And tell them that Pyramus is not dead indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Nick Bottom, the weaver, and this will put them out of fear.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
No.
Oh, a lion amongst ladies is a terrible thing. Nay, he himself must speak through and say, fair ladies, I entreat you not to shake, not to tremble with fear. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are, and indeed, let him name his name and tell them plainly that he is Snug the Joiner, and this will put them out of fear.
There are two hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into the chamber. For Pyramus and Thisbe, met by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
Oh, a calendar, a calendar. Look in the almanac and find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Whew. Why then, you may leave a casement open in the great chamber where we play our play, and the moonlight may shine in at the casement.
Well, then there's another thing. That is to bring a wall into the great chamber. For Pyramus and Thisbe did speak through that chink in a wall, says the story.
You could never bring in a wall. What say you about it?
Ah, some man or other must present a wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and create the cranny through which Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, every mother's son rehearse your part.
What himpering homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. What? A play toward? I'll be an actor, an auditor too, perhaps, if I see cock.
Pyramus, Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, thy flowers of odious savors sweet.
Odorous. Odorous.
Thisbe, thy flowers of odious savors sweet. So hath thy breath, thy dearest Thisbe dear. Stayest thou but here a while, and by to thee I will appear.
A stranger Pyramus than are played here.
Must I speak now? Marry must you, for you must understand he goes but to hear a noise, and is to come again. Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, I'll meet thee at Ninny's tomb. Ninus, tomb man, but you can't say that yet. You speak your part all at once, cues and all. But Pyramus, enter, your cue has passed. It is never tire. Oh, true as horse said, yet would never
Oh, brother, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asshead of your own, do you?
Leslie, bottom, thou art translated.
This is a knavery of them to make me afeard, to make an ass of me if they could. Oh, but I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, so that they will hear that I am not afraid. My hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to, oh my.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again.
I'm all shook up.
My ears much enamored of thy notes, while mine eyes enthralled by thy shape. And thy fairest virtue before doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Oh, methinks, mistress, you should have little reason to say that yet. But reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Oh, not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of these woods, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of these woods do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common race, and the summer still doth tend upon my state. And I do love thee, therefore go with me. I give thee fairies to purge on thee, while I purge on thy mortal grossness so. Like any airy common spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, and my mustard seed.
Ready? And I.
Die.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this man. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, green grapes, figs, and mulberries, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan moonbeams from his sleepy eyes. Nod to him, elves, do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal. Hail.
Hail. I cry your worship's mercy, I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Mwah. You, honest gentleman? What is your name, good sir?
Peace blossom.
Oh, pleased to make your acquaintance. I pray you commend me to your mother, Mistress Squash. You, good sir. What is your name, honest gentleman?
Mustard seed.
Oh, I desire your more better acquaintance, good master mustard seed. Mwah.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, with a watery eye, and when she weeps, every little flower, lamenting some of my lover's tongue. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came into her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. How now, mad spirit? What night rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with the monsters in love, knit to her close and concerted bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hours. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals, worked for bread upon an Athenian stall, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. I took the shallowest, thick skin of that barren sort, who pyramids presented in their sport. Forsook his seed and entered into a break, and I at this advantage did take, and axe's gnaw I fixed upon his head. In a few moments, it came to pass, Titania awaked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
Aye, I took them sleeping, and that is finished too, with the Athenian maiden sleeping by his side, that when he wake, of course she must be eyes.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian?
This the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I have tried, but I should use thee worse, for fear has given me cause to curse. If thou hasn't slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'er shoes and blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him, so should a murder look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart by your stern cruelty.
What's this to my Lysander then? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my house.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou hast driven me past the bounds of man's patience. It cannot be.
You spend your passions on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray then, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege, never to see me more, and from my hated presence part I so, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I shall remain. So sorrow's debt doth heavier grow. For debt that bankrupt sleep, no sorrow owe, which in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tender, here I make my stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the wood go swifter than the wind, and held out Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eye against she do appear.
I go, look how fast I go, swifter than an arrow from Tiger's book.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. Let his love shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fair band, Helen of Athens is here at hand, and her youth mistook by me, begging for a lover's fee. Lord, what fools these mortals must be!
Stand aside. The noise they make shall cause Demetrius to awake.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? And yet you advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, O devilish holy fray. These words of Hermias, how you give her o'er?
With oath,
With oath, and you will nothing weigh.
I had no judgment when to thrice
shall I compare to thine eye? Oh, crystal is muddy, how ripe it show. Those lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow. Oh, when thou holdst up thy hand, oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see your old bent to make suit of me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do to me this much injury. Can you not hurt me, as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were gentlemen as gentlemen would show, you would not treat a gentle lady like so. You are both rivals in love with Hermia, and now are both rivals to mock Helena. You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death. Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest-wise sojourn, as now to Helen home return, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Look, where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Now not by mine eye, Lysander thou, but my dear, I take it, brought me to thy sound, but why did thou unkindly leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love can press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery oaths and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Cannot this make thee know that hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most regrettably. Have you with these men conspired? Have you with them contrived to bait me in the foul derision? Is all the counsels that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, when we have chid the hasty foot of time? All school days, friendships, and childhood innocence? And you will rend our ancient love asunder to join these men in mocking your poor friend? This is not maidenly, 'tis not friendly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, but I alone do feel the injury.
I'm amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander in scorn to praise me and follow my eyes and face? And your other love, Demetrius, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, precious and celestial? Wherefore does he say this to her he hates? And where does Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, but by your setting, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. For sever counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other and hold thy sweet jest up. But fare you well, 'tis partly my own fault, where death or action shall soon remedy. Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent, sweet, do not scorn yourself.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreats. Helen, I love thee, by my life, I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee. To prove thee false, that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Where contends all this?
Away, away!
No, no, sir. Seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but come not. You are a tame man. Go!
Outlow medicine, oh hated poison, hence!
What changed this, sweet love?
Outlow medicine, oh hated poison, hence!
Hate me? Wherefore? Oh, me? And then you left me, the gods forbid.
I, by my life, and never do desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, you juggler, you cankerbox and thief of love, would it come by night and stole my love's heart from him?
Fie! I think, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, you'll tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie! You counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? That way goes the game. Now perceive that she had made comparison in our statures. She had urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, she forsood with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I'm so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, though pain may hope? Speak! How low am I, yet I'm not so low that my nails can reach into thine eyes?
I pray you, gentlemen, though you may mock me, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in this shewishness. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I catch her.
Lower? Harsh again?
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I ever did love you, Hermia. Kept your counsels, never wronged you. Say that unto Demetrius. I told him of yourself unto this wood. And so now you will let me go. Back to Athens, where I bear my folly back. Let me go.
You see how simple, how fond I am.
Why, get you gone. Who is it that hinders you?
Oh, foolish heart, I leave her behind.
Lysander?
No, with Beatrice.
Be not afraid, she will not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, though you shall take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school, and though she be but little, she's fierce.
Little? Nothing but low and little. Why you suffer her to flaunt me this? Let me come to her.
Get gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering knotgrass maid, you bead, you acorn. Now follow, if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You mistress. All this toil is mine. You may not go back.
I will no longer trust you. I will no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for the fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I'm amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King who shut up, I mistook. And so far I'm glad it did sort. For their juggling, I esteem sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath a virtuous property. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, out to my queen and beg her Indian boy. Then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste. The clouds cut the dragon full fast away.
We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am fit through fields and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Aye, here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready, wherefore art thou?
I'll be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Art thou coward, bragging to the star? Tell the bush thou look for war?
Yea, art thou there?
I am here. Follow me. We'll try no manhood.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I in dark and even way. And here will rest me. Come now, gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, ho, villain. Why comest thou not?
Where art thou?
I am here. Come hither.
Nay, thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy this dear if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My day's approach. Look to be busy.
Oh, weary nights. Oh, weary, long, tedious nights. Vague by thy hours. Shine comforts from the east. And sometimes sleep shuts up sorrow's eyes. Keep me a while from thine own company.
Yet but three, come one more. Two of each kind make up four. Ah, here she comes, all cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never sowing weary, never sowing well. I can no longer crawl, no further go. For here I will rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander, and in me a fray.
flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, instant musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Ah. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur Cobweb, good Monsieur, get you your weapons in your hand and go kill me a red-hipped humblebee. And, good Monsieur, bring me back the honey bag. And, good Monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would loathe to have you forlorn with a broken honey bag, good Signor. Oh, where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Monsieur Mustard Seed,
What's your will?
nothing but to help cavalry Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barbers, methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music.
Or say, my sweet love, what thou desirest to eat?
Oh, truly, I could munch your good dry oats. But methinks I have a desire to a bottle of hay, good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow?
I have thee a venturous berry that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
Oh, I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas, but come, let none of your people disturb me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in mine arms. Be gone, fairies, be always away.
Yeah.
Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Let's go. Oh my. Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, more.
Welcome, Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave to me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the others do, may all to Athens back again repair and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud, or Cupid's flower, hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how I loathe his visage
Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. Fair shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fair king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
What nymphs are these?
This, my daughter Hermia, here asleep. This, Lysander, this Demetrius. This, Helena, old Nadar's Helena.
But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine's past. Begin these woodwords, what's a couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How came this gentle concord in the wood?
My lord, I shall plan amazedly. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here.
Enough. Enough! My lord, you have enough. That they would have stolen away, they would Demetrius, they would have made a fool of you and me.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury followed them, and fair Helen in fancy followed me. But, my good lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is. My love for Hermia melted as the snow, and now, like in sickness that I loathe this food, I do now wish for it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse, we will hear more anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For by and by in the temple with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Polita.
These things seem small, undistinguishable.
Methinks as these things are part of I, and everything seems double.
So methinks and have found Demetrius like a jewel, my own and not my own.
Do not you think we are awake? That yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and another.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let us go, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho! Peter Quince! Flute the bellows mender! Snout the joiner! Snout! I have had a dream. Man is but an ass if he goes about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There is no man can say what. Methought I was, and methought I had. Oh, yes. I because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it in the latter end of a play before the Duke. Yes.
And there it is.
Have you seen Bob? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it? It is not possible. There is no other man in all of Athens able to discharge pyramids but he. No, he had simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens. Yea, and a best man too. He was the very paramour for a sweet voice. You must say paragon. A paramour, God bless us, is a thing of naught.
Masters! Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple. There are 3 or 4 ladies and men who are married. If we've gone forth with our sports, we've all been made men!
Oh, sweet fully Midsummer! Those happy hours to reach a day!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But I shan't tell you what, for if I do, I am no true Athenian. Tell us, sweet bottom. No, no, not a word of me, for I have come to tell you the Duke hath dined. Every man look o'er his part, get your apparel together, for the long and short of it is, our play is preferred. Away, go away!
My love,
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. Ah, there be the lovers. Joy and gentle days accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your royal locks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to tutor after supper and bedtime? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Anthem approach!
if we offend, it is with our goodwill. For by this show you shall know all that you are like to know. Perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man's Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, had in it a cranny hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did often whisper very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall, the truth is so. And thus, the cranny, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyman hair to speak better?
The prettiest partition I've ever heard discourse, my lord.
Oh, Pyramus dropped near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night, with hues so black! Oh, night, that ever art when day is not. Oh, night, Show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shields thee well for this. Now will I to the chink to spy. But what is this? No Thisbe do I see. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, he should not. That is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I'm to spy her through the wall.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramis and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and handed up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I will hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe! Thisbe!
My love? Thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am my lover's grace. Now kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straight away?
Tide's life, tide's death. I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and be it done, away, doctor.
Ladies! You, ladies, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor, may perchance both quake and tremble here when the lion's rough and wildest rage doth roar. But know that I, one snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion there.
Gentle beast of good conscience, let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the haunted moon present.
Methinks he should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the haunted moon present. Myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is it the man in the moon?
He dares not go in, for as you can see, the candle is already in snuff.
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the wane. In all courtesy, we must stay the time.
Proceed, Moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, and I, the man in the moon.
But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, Moon.
Well moused, lion.
And so the lion vanished?
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee now for shining oh so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But what is this? What do I see? How can it be? Thy mantle good, and what? Stained with blood?
This
Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die! 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 Die!
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
Perchance, moonshine gone before Thisbe returns and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight, and her passion ends the play.
Oh. Asleep, my love?
What dead lie dove?
Oh! Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak, quite dumb. Dead, a tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks. Oh God! Oh God! Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword, come blade my breast and brood. Farewell, friend. Thus is the end. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead.
I want it.
No. The wall is down that parted their fathers, and the conflict thus resolved. But would it please you to see the epilogue?
No, epilogue! I pray you. For your play needs no excuse, never excuse. For when all are dead, there needs none to be blamed. Man, if he that writ it had played Pyramus himself and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have made a fine tragedy, and thus it is very notably discharged.
Yes.
Now, the hungry lion rise, and the wolf behowls the moo, while the heavy plowman snores. With weary tasks fordone, we fare that do run by the triple Hecate's seen in the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. I come with broom before, sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give gathering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar.
Hand in hand, with fairy grace, we shall sing and bless this place.
Trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this in all its mendings. That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am, an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, and to make amends ere long, or else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.